This is my presentation for the music production course, a lesson entitled Signal Flow in a Typical Home Studio. My name is Kerry Sheely. I'm from Rockford, Illinois. I'm a 55-year-old musician, trombonist, and there you go. I'm going to illustrate the signal flow of a typical home studio setup. That will take you through the production of the sound of the air, through the many components of your system, to your DAW, digital audio workstation, and then back again to the sound produced from the studio speakers. I will explain the many steps, the energy conversion that takes place through the process. My goal is to give you a better understanding of the process and maybe help you with your own setup. Sound is in the air in the form of pressure variations. This produced from a source, typically a voice or a musical instrument. The sound is captured by a microphone. This mic is an input transducer, and it takes the pressure variations and converts them into voltage variations, which is a low-level audio signal. Although you would like to keep the signal as pure as possible, there is always some change that takes place. The microphone colors the sound just a little bit. It's advisable for your home studio situation to get a large diaphragm condenser microphone. This will give you the most accurate representation of the sound, and it can be used in a large variety of situations. The mic is connected to a cable. Typically a balanced XLR cable is the best choice for this, and runs to the audio interface. The audio interface does a couple things to the signal. Firstly, it acts as a mic preamp, amplifies the signal up to the standard operating level, line level. It also takes the signal and converts it from analog to digital. It's like in a binary form, the strings of ones and zeros that your computer can understand. This is probably the most important part of the system or the setup is the audio interface. We have a large assortment of choices here. AM audio, Motu, Tascam, there's a lot of choices. You want to look at the available outputs and inputs. You want to look for quarter-inch TRS balanced inputs. That allows you to use balanced cables and reduce the noise in your studios. Also look for XLR inputs. If you use MIDI, you want to look for connection, those cables for the MIDI devices, and also look for the connection to the computer. It's either USB, FireWire. Some new Macs have the Thunderbolt capability, so that's what you want to do. From the audio interface, it travels down a computer cable, USB or FireWire, to your digital audio workstation. The digital audio workstation is really a computer application. Some examples are Reaper, Cubase, GarageBand is another one. From here, it travels down the computer cable again, back to your audio interface. The signal is converted in reverse now from digital to analog. Travels down cables to your speakers. One little advice about the speakers, the cables. This is an area where you don't want to skimp or go on the cheap. If there's ever a problem in your studio, it's most often a faulty cable, so it's wise to invest in some good quality cables. They'll last longer and travels with the cables down to the speakers. The speakers are an output transducer. It's advised to get a set of quality speakers designed to be used in a studio. They are powered and give you a more accurate, transparent sound. The speakers take the signal of the board's radiations and convert them back into sound waves. Pressure variations. In review, sound pressure variations are captured by a microphone, which is an input transducer, converted into an audio signal, voltage variations, and sent to an audio interface via typically an XLR cable. The sound is amplified to line level and converted from analog to digital signal and sent to your computer. There, in the digital audio workstation, you work on the sound, you alter it, you mix it with other tracks, and then you send it back via the computer cable to the audio interface one more time. There it's converted in reverse from digital back to analog, and then it's sent to the speakers, and the speakers act as an output transducer, and it converts the sound back to pressure variations. Thank you, Fudge. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. Hope you forgive all the stumbles and starts and speaking. It's been a pleasure, and I hope that you are better informed and